Okay, guys, we talked about how Harry's problem is Mary is daring him to show the purple people. And the problem we said was, how's Harry going to do it since we know the purple people only exist?
Not.
Maybe they don't.
Yeah,
Maybe they're real.
real.
After all, it is a story. You ready? Let me read the title. Let me do this. Mary meets one of the purple people. The next morning, Sydney arrived wearing a black hat with a Joker card on it. I'm the Mad Hatter, he said, laughing. Cool, I said. Looks like Ida is Alice. She's wearing a white apron and white socks, and she's got a white stuffed rabbit. What did you bring, Harry? I asked. Grape juice and a hand mirror. Uh-oh. Grape juice, which is what color? And a hand mirror. What is he going to do?
He's gonna make it go up. He's gonna probably show on the real
After he does what?
brave it
On who?
on home.
Ooh. All right. Grape juice and hand mirror. Hand mirror. Why did you bring? What did you bring, Doug? I opened up a tin box. Mom and I made cookies. See? What fun, said Ida. Each one says, "Eat me." Song Lee said set a vase on the table. Wonderland has so many gardens. I picked flowers for our table. We looked at the snapdragons, pinks, marigolds, and daisies. Those are all types of flowers. Look, Ida said. There's a caterpillar on one of the flowers. Mary looked closely. It's not real. It's a caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Song Lee said, see the little clay hook that I made for its pipe? Oh, that's neat. Smoking is bad for you, Mary complained. We shouldn't have a pipe at our tea. Then Mary took the little clay pipe, squished it, and put it in her dress pocket. Oh, Ida gasped. That's mean. Song Ling looked down at her shoes. It it was in the story. That was very nice of Mary, huh? Harry glared at Mary. Off with her head, he said. Off with her head, I repeated. Song Lee covered her mouth when she started to giggle, but we heard her. After lunch, we arranged the desk and chairs in a circle. We made placemats and passed out paper plates and paper cups with handles. Miss Mackle passed out napkins that had a playing card on each one. I got a jack. Mary opened her bag and took out her own china teacup. It was about the size of a walnut. It's from my own tea set, she bragged. Song Lee picked up her paper cup. I can pretend this is real china, too. Then she began coloring cherry blossoms on it. Mary looked at Harry's place. Hey, she complained, how come he gets the queen card on his napkin? Because I get to say, off with their head. Mary rolled her eyes, then stopped when she noticed something else. How come you get two paper cups? One's for me, Harry replied, and the other is for one of the purple people. You're meeting her at the tea party. I saved a seat for her. It's a her, Mary asked. Or a she, Harry replied. Don't you know there are girl purple people and boy purple people? Mary shook her head. Then she tried to sit down next to Song Lee. I'm sorry, Song Lee said. I'm sitting next to Ida and Harry at the party. Mary's eyes bulged. And not me, Song Lee nodded. Why not? Mary asked. Song Lee shrugged. I'll tell you why, I said. The past week you've been zero fun. You've hurt people's feelings. You've made fun of people, even purple people. Mary bit her lip. Oh, be quiet, Doug. You don't know anything. Reluctantly, Mary sat down on the other side of Harry. Slowly, she got that squished piece of clay out of her dress pocket, shaped it into a small hook again, and placed it back in the bouquet of flowers. Then it happened. Harry got ready to introduce Mary to one of the purple people. What's he gonna do again?
He's gonna pull it on. He's gonna be like,
Richard, what do you think he's gonna do?
he's just gonna probably be like, sheep with the purple juice. He's gonna not need it. He's gonna eat it like a fish. He's gonna not need it. Look. I know. He's like, I think this
We're on Then It Happened, okay? Then it happened. Then it happened. Harry got ready to introduce Mary to one of the purple people. Okie dokie, Mary, he sang, and he pulled out a hand mirror. Hold this, Doug. I raised my eyebrows. When Harry picked up his thermos and poured some grape juice, I could see how purple it was. I knew what Harry was about to do. No, Harry was going to be in big trouble, not just with the teacher, but with Song Lee, too. This was more than a little nonsense. I knew I had to think fast. Harry turned to Mary. He held the paper cup of grape juice in his hand. I stood next to Mary and held the mirror. Mary, Harry said, you are about to meet one of the purple people. Mary looked up at Harry. This was going to be a direct hit. Song Lee was watching when Harry raised his cup and started to tip it over Mary's hair and face. Quickly, I ducked in front of Mary. Kersploosh! I could taste grape juice as it dripped down my hair and into my face. Mary, I said, meet one of the purple people. Harry's eyes bulged, but Mary and Song Lee giggled. Then Mary held out her hand and shook it. I thought I was meeting a girl purple people, she said. I licked some of the grape juice off my mouth. Slight change in plans. Nice to meet you, Mary said. Doug is a good friend, isn't he?
Yep, he just went for the Doug. He went. Zoom.
See how they're shaking hands?
Yeah, they're like, how purple.
Song Lee shook my hand too. Harry got a paper towel and started wiping my purple face and hair. I'm sorry, man. It was supposed to be for me, Mary said. Harry shrugged. Thanks, Doug, Mary said. I guess I have been a real wet blanket. Not as wet as I am now, I joked. Just for the questions, who's telling the story?
Not Harry.
Not Harry. Harry's friend Doug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just as everyone laughed, Miss Mackle came rushing over. Someone spill something?
No.
No one tattled, not even Mary. It was just an accident, I said. Okay then, everyone ready? Miss Mackle said. Let's hold up our teacups and make our own Wonderland toast. To Alice, Miss Mackle said. To the Cheshire Cat, Sydney added. To the caterpillar, Song Lee said. To the white rabbit, I said. To the purple people, Harry said. And to a little balderdash, Mary said. And then we all clicked our teacups.
No, that was the end.
Very good.
That was the worst ending. I never know more. No, I know.